Grand rising, kindred spirits, and for those who are new, I welcome you too. So, before I get started, for those who enjoy the content on this platform, please stop by below and hit subscribe. Also, don't hurt yourself, but go ahead and hit that like button. I promise you, it won't hurt. Also, leave some feedback below. And if you feel too shy to leave it below, but you still want to get the message to me, of course, my contact information is in the description box below. And sometimes I leave it at the end of the video when I remember. Okay? All right, so let's get into this. Okay, so I feel the urge to freestyle today. I usually like to make notes so that I can have talking points to follow by. But today I'm getting a different feeling. Today I'm coming to you raw, all right? So feel me. Does it look like my eyes are closed? But feel me on this. I honestly don't know what to say, but I have something to say, okay? So that's probably, I think like last week I had a dream, or maybe a few days ago, I had a dream. And let me just tell you a little bit about what happened before the dream came. So I like mocha, and mocha is hot chocolate or chocolate, dark chocolate, which is my favorite, mixed with coffee. Okay, and I spruce it up and everything. I put my little herbal remedies up in there. Okay, I do. Anywho, I had placed on my vision board, which I'm looking at to my right on the wall. And I said, give up mocha because it releases a chemical that makes me feel emotionally confused. Well, I was put in a position on a weekend where I didn't have no money to get access. Well, I don't want to say I didn't have no money. I don't want to put it like that I didn't have no money. It's just that I didn't want to put any money into buying coffee. So a whole weekend goes by, and I noticed I was having a caffeine low. And I realized in that moment, the headaches, the emotions that I was going through, some of the pain, some of the, I was going through high and low emotions. And I realized within that moment, okay, I can't keep doing this. And as the days went on, I could feel a release. I could feel like my caffeine addiction. I was getting a hold of it. I was taking charge of that caffeine addiction. So, everybody has an addiction, We might call it a bad habit. Okay, I don't want to sound like I'm preaching. But okay, I'm getting somewhere with this, for real. So anywho, as it was coming down, I had this, I wouldn't even say it was a dream. I gotta say it wasn't a dream. But you know how, well, I don't know if you know, but if any of you have ever experienced this, please comment below and let me know your experiences on this. As you're falling asleep and your mind is telling you we're getting close to dream state. And right before you enter this dream state, or right before I entered the dream state, I started hearing a voice. And the voice was mentioning to me, and it talked about the Anunnakis. Oh my gosh, I am getting a download. I am getting an aha moment. Because now, after this dream, I was getting confirmations and didn't even realize I was getting it until just this moment, in the moment of making this video raw. Okay? So let me tell you, in this first, before the dream state, I heard a voice say to me, we are our ancestors, the Anunnakis. As above, so below. Okay? As above, so below. So if there is war in heaven and war on earth, who's going to stop the war? We can reverse it by stopping the war amongst ourselves below. Because we are our ancestors. Okay? Then the next night, or maybe a couple of nights later, going into dream state, I hear a voice saying, it's going to take love from within to bring an end to the world's sin. Okay? Do you hear me? And let me explain that love frequency with it's not all about loving your neighbor. It's not all about loving your family, your friends, strangers, and all of that. No. It's the love from within. You have to love yourself first. When things are going down and someone said, come and help me, but if you are in need of the help yourself first. Because how are you going to help another and he did the help to you? You haven't even helped yourself. You have a needle in your eye and someone come to you and ask you to take the needle out their eye. Well, I'm going to take the needle out your eye and I got one here. Shouldn't I start with me first? Shouldn't I start with loving me? Because in order to love you, which is an extension of me, I need to start here with me, with suave. Okay? Woo, I am feeling something. Maybe I felt a little Virgo. Who knows? But no buts. Yet, last night, I was watching some videos. I like to do some of my research on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. Books. Yes, I love me some books. I remember back in the day, they got to be some really good books. Okay. And I'm not talking about romance novels. Back when I was a teenager, I was probably into that stuff. But I wasn't really into the novels. I was really into those little magazines, but I'm not gonna get into that. So as days went on, I woke up from both of those dreams. And the first dream, I was like, I don't know if I should write that down. But the next day when it happened again, and I heard this voice, I was like, okay, I still remember what happened yesterday. So I'm gonna write that down and what happened that morning. And I wrote that one down. And I went on about my day, frolicking as I usually do, on my journey, doing my mission, you know. So, anywho's, in the midst of this on my journey, I remembered I was getting confirmation. I even had a talk probably a couple of days ago with my daughter's father about what I was putting together, the 2 and 2 that I was putting together, what research that I was finding from within based on all the other research I did on the outside of me, around me. And I talked about this and got a confirmation. Do y'all want to hear what that is? What I was talking about with him? Okay, so I'll be thinking sometimes, we all do that. But okay, let me just say, I got a confirmation about us here that I was talking about with my children's father. And I'm like, if the pyramids here are more ancient than the pyramids in Africa, and before the flood, there was a first flood before a different time zone, time measurement place in Africa, then life didn't begin there in Africa. So much exposure during this Aquarius time period or era is being revealed to us the real truth. Okay? And we are really realizing who's who. It's not to say one is better than the other. And it's allowing me to realize for real, that the true ancients of old are here. And anything and some of everything is trying to stop these beings from becoming aware of who they are. So let me say this. When we're born through the womb, a teacher of mine, Dr. Malachi Z. York, told us that when we came through the womb, we knew we weren't going to remember who we were before we came through that womb portal. But once we get here, it is our journey towards remembering who we truly were in our authentic state and self. So if our ancient star ancestors brought us here, okay, and we share the genetics of a star ancestor, we are our ancestors. For it has been prophesied, foretold, mentioned, hint, back in the days of ancients, that there will come a time where the evolutionary of this planet will be so spectacular that all of the galaxies and universes' eyes will be placed here on this planet. So much stuff is opening and coming out. You can't stop. And what I see from the time information was being revealed to me back when I was in my teens, because I was a teenager, and I came into an awareness. There was a moment, there have been a couple of moments of sleep, but I had to go to sleep to wake back up again and remember the dreams I had in those sleep states and bring those dreams out to live. Okay? So our dreams tell us something, people. Should I not tell? Our dreams tell us something, put it like that. Dreams tell us something. Okay. So, I'm trying to keep my thoughts focused on what I need to say. Okay? So, what I am seeing now, opposed to then, and I started noticing it more last year and even this year, that a lot more of us are awakening. I even watched some girl, big woman. You would describe her as overweight. But I'm seeing her dance. Not just her. I saw another one, but she wasn't as overweight. To me, she was nicely built. I thought, nice curves. But some people just kind of figure she was a big girl. But I'm looking at these women and I'm looking at their movements. And I'm just like, and I'm hearing the knowledge come through different other people. The receipts that they're collecting. Okay? And when I say receipts, proof. So whenever you hear me say receipts, I'm talking about the proof that they're collecting. So when you read stories about our ancient star ancestors, it's close to stories about yourself. It was like, don't they do similar things? But what has happened is, and I heard someone mention it on TikTok, we failed to the doo-doo state. Now we need to clean that doo-doo off of us, climb out and get in the tub and start purifying ourselves inside and out so that the vibrations can continue to rise. But a part of that evolving and growth also includes the purifying of your mind, the intake of information in formation, the act of forming what's inside of you. Okay? Forming the inner portions of you, bringing it out, speaking it forward so that you can move towards what's meant for you. So what is happening in the ethers now is we speaking it into existence. And what I would like to speak into existence right now before your very eyes, I am going to wake up the spies. For those who think you're spying on me, I expose the truth. I expose it to be. Okay? Yes. Because now is the time that the frequencies and vibrations within me rise. Because you will see who I am when you look into my very eyes. Remember, for now is the time. I'm back. We are here. Let me make this clear. For those who knows well. And those same ones, eventually, the messengers will tell. So, we have to connect with our star systems from within. Be our own friend at this end. Because new things and awareness is about to begin. Now is the time that we start to shed a light on who we are. We are our ancient ancestors. We have come here from different star systems. And the one that sits at the highest, please don't deny us. Because now that our authentic selves begin, this world as you know it shall end. So don't be afraid of what's to come. This day has always been talked about by our dads and moms. So now that the time has arrived, they're trying to stop our rise. Because they are in disguise. You have to realize that we are of the collective consciousness. We control the weathers. We control the storm. Because of what's happening around us is happening within us. When you connect the heart with the mind, then you rise. Some people say, don't look at the color of your skin. But those who hate us keep looking at our skin. For the luxury, the eloquence, and beauty of darkness. is all around us. For in the light, there is a shadow. You see the shadow there? That's darkness. Darkness does not end where your light coming on begins. Darkness is there, always, to the very end. Now we rise. So, for you hate me only because you love me, because you cannot get away from love. For love and hate is the opposite of each other. But when you come into wholeness, balance, and center yourself at the very dot. You come into control of your will, the will to make decisions, knowing positive and negative. And once you know how to use the positive and negative frequencies, energies, and vibrations, then you become as one of us, knowing good and evil. And good and evil is just a reflection of each other. Always arguing with each other, trying to take control of one another. See, you got to remember, those who look at evil as very bad, remember the word evil tells you what evil is about. Because evil lived. E-V-I-L-L-I-V-E. Evil. Live or live. However you want to pronounce it. It's like saying 2552. It's a reflection of me and you. So when I speak on you're creating your world right now, what you want it to be. You can vibrate totally on one end of the spectrum. You can vibrate totally on the other end of the spectrum. Or you can come into centering yourself, balancing the energies out, knowing how and when to utilize those powers. For they was given to both what you call good and bad, positive and negative, masculine and feminine. You cannot escape the two, which is found within you. As I always say, I'm not here to make you think like me. I'm just here to make you think. Because if you put 2 and 2 together, which is balance, you will see we are of the same collective consciousness, created for you and me. Peace, be still. Hi, my name is AnitaYarbrough, and I am your holistic healing life coach and counselor. I bring to you today my signature programs based on healing transformations that align purpose. My first signature program, self-authentication based healing. This paradigm shifting and transformative based program is designed to share life experiences due to the changing times we're in to assert your self-authenticating willpower. In this program, you will learn the importance of healing to help lead the way towards understanding a new age mindset that promotes creative holistic living for unlocking your purpose. Transform and align with your purpose in any area you choose. Within these changing times, by trying a new approach to tasks and or activities to gain courage and confidence. Feel free to accept the changes in the world and experience the new, real you without judgment from yourself and others. Learn to accept uncontrollable circumstances. Let go of the past and activate a new you. Overcome blockages on your way towards your newfound freedom after attending this life-changing presentation. After this program, you will be able to learn the difference between using logic and intuition, understand how your belief systems influence your authenticity. Learn the importance of balancing your light and dark psyche. Use mental and emotional coping techniques to transcend traumas and pain to start the healing process. Gaining self-acceptance to heal through self-talk and expression. My second signature program is lifestyle-based healing. This life-building and knowledge-based program is designed to help you succeed in the next phase of transformational growth during these changing times to enhance your development. In this session, you will learn how to tap into your natural survival resources and following the intuitive influences that open your eyes to new pathways of living, achieve greater results, and supercharge your mission by creating a new lifestyle. You will come to understand how to discipline your body, your mind, and spirit to prepare the unexpected and expected changes in your life, inside and out. Inspire others to do the same. Become efficient and improve functionality after this enlightening presentation. After this program, you will be able to learn what your limits are towards change, learn how to replace unwanted habits with better practices, identify your stress triggers and traumas, to make changes and self-heal. Learn about inner and outside influences that affect your lifestyle. Understand how good health practices establishes great wealth to enhance a certain lifestyle. Learn the importance of your survival and creating your new life and what it takes to sustain a new lifestyle. Expose your toxicities before incorporating new lifestyle changes. Now, this third signature program is my communication-based healing. This mind-enriching session will teach you how to express and communicate your thoughts and feelings. Demonstrate many ways to communicate your subconscious mind to gain control of your life. The strategies in this portion of the program will fine-tune your communication skills within these changing times by using your childlike imagination to promote healing and find your confidence to better express yourself. Learn how to analyze the communication style of others, which better helps with understanding how to communicate. So after this presentation, you will be able to achieve a life of mastery that is limitless. So after this program, you will be able to learn to listen to your true voice, to break your own hypnotic spell, learn importance of self-talk, creatively express your imagination to welcome in the healing process, learn and understand different communication styles, find out how to communicate commands to your subconscious mind to create change. Now, this last signature program is community-based healing. This approach into the community dynamics during these times of change will alter your reality to identify patterns in situations and know when to seek solutions. Learn the positives and negatives of comparisons and judgments that are used within your environment or community. Learn tactics to break away from the trends within your environment and community that are presently not realized as mind control tools. Learn manifestations for your ideal environment or community, which can influence and become impressionable to others. Before this presentation ends, it will empower your every move. So after this program, you will be able to understand how to manifest your needs and wants, recognizing patterns that will create solutions for a better change, learn how to recognize individuals of bad or good influence in your space, understand how making peace with yourself can become a masterpiece for an ideal community, create better habits and practices that will help you attain the peace you so desire, and design and create a space that cannot be compared to others. I would like to thank you for taking time out in your busy day and joining me or sitting with me in learning more about my signature programs. As I always tell others, I am not here to make you think like me. I just want you to think. Again, thank you and have a great rest of your day.